Okay, so now you've finished your exam, and we're going to order x-rays on this patient. However, that hasn't been done yet. So we need to come up with an initial clinical impression. That is based upon our history so far and our exam findings. So let's go to Plan Speed Notes, and you'll see there's two parts to this field. There's the diagnosis field on the top and the treatment services on the bottom. So let's go ahead and enter our initial clinical impressions in the diagnosis fields. So click on the plus sign, and we'll start with our ICD-10 favorites diagnoses. So we know that we're dealing with a lumbar problem, so let's go to our lumbar spine, and there's no trauma involved. Okay, so we know that we have some muscle spasms, so we'll click the plus sign there, and you can see that it brings it into the bottom part of the field here. We also know that we have a subluxation in the lumbar spine. Let's go ahead and add that there as well. And we know we have some other subluxations as well, so let's go to the category subluxations, and we know that there's a cervical subluxation we found, and there's also a subluxation in the sacral region. Let's add those to this. And now, based upon the patient's age, I suspect there might be some spondylosis here. We're going to click on the ICD-10 All Diagnoses tab, and we're going to type spondylosis in the search box. And we know that this patient doesn't have myelopathy, so we're going to search for spondylosis without myelopathy, and we know that it's probably going to be in the lumbar region. Let's go ahead and add that. And you can see how that is also now added to the box in the bottom here. And now we're going to go and add all of these to our diagnosis field, so we can see all of our diagnoses are listed here. Now let's go ahead and select our treatments. So far all we've done is a new patient exam. Okay, we're going to click on this button here, and it puts in our new patient expanded exam, okay, because this is what we're going to be billing to the patient. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what our note is going to look like. And we can see we have our patient information up here. We have our initial introductory sentence. We have the reason for care. With this patient, it's low back pain. We have our OPQRST. We have the other relevant problems, health problems that the patient has. This patient has diabetes as well as atherosclerosis. And then we have our examination, our posture exam, our range of motion. Notice active motion is measured in degrees, and our passive motion is measured by descriptors. You have all the palpatory findings listed here. We have soft tissue findings as well as our mopal findings. The examination that was done with all of the outcomes for every exam, and you can see the only positive or the only clinically relevant finding is for Kemp's test, and what you typed into the freeform area is highlighted. You can also see our leg lengths, and our thermographic findings are listed here. Our ICD-10 codes is our initial clinical impression, and then our general assessment is our differential diagnosis. In the plan section, you're billing for an exam. And then you have all of your history logs listed here: family history, hospitalizations, nutritional supplementations, occupational, recreational, review of systems, smoking history, social history, surgical history, and then the last thing is our vital signs. Okay, and you can see how we have the bilateral blood pressure and pulse listed in the comments